This is Jim Sedaris, the pedophile fire chief. And this is a story from my hometown that I remember hearing, and this was huge news. So I'm originally from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and you used to see this guy on the news all the time. He was the fire chief, he was a really respected member of our community, and he was obviously friends with all the politicians in the state. By the way, I gotta add in here that this story is gonna piss you off. So Jim started working for the Sioux Falls Fire Department back in the year 1983. And over the years, he worked his way through the ranks until he was promoted to fire chief in 2011 by Mayor Mike Huther. While in this position, he even hosted a TV show for kids named Fire Call, the fire safety show. I remember seeing this guy in the local news a lot because there were a lot of tragedies that happened in Sioux Falls during this era. 2 people drowned in the falls, which was big news. And then there was this huge ice storm where the whole city was iced over, and he was on the TV all the time. And in the year 2017, he was only 2 months away from his retirement when he was arrested by authorities and charged with possession of CP. So apparently the Massachusetts State Police was investigating an email account that was sending out CP images to people, and one of those email accounts that received these CP images was directly linked to Jim. So they carried out a search warrant, and yeah, they found CP on his laptop. So apparently a detective stated that they found over 100 images of CP that were linked to Jim, and he apparently frequented these really strange chat rooms, which were chat rooms themed around incest and other really bizarre sexually deviant activities. And while in court, the disgraced fire chief even admitted that he may have seen these images. And he tried to explain his actions, but at the end of the day, he was in possession of CP. And those initial emails that he received, both of them contained 8 images of CP. But there was about to be a massive twist in the case that would piss a lot of people off. So even though he was charged with 10 counts of possession, distribution of CP, he admitted guilt to 1 count and he was sentenced to no prison time, 0 prison time. In fact, he was sentenced to 6 years in the penitentiary, but they suspended all 6 of those years. He was also handed a 180-day jail sentence with 80 days suspended, so I believe he spent a little time in, but for these crimes, having to spend no time in prison is crazy to me. And yeah, he did apologize and he went to therapy and all of that, but still, the victims of these crimes are the ones whose stories are never talked about. So yeah, even though this guy was in Yahoo chat rooms receiving images of CP, he was getting CP through his emails, and there was over allegedly 100 images of CP found that were attached to this guy. He spent no time in prison, and I think that that's probably because he was the fire chief and he was best friends with a lot of powerful people. Now, I may be wrong about that, but I don't know. You don't really see somebody not getting prison time for offenses that were this deplorable. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But yeah, this story just pisses me off, especially because it's from my hometown, and I remember this happening and being like, ugh.